Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 25th anniversary tournament. My name is Bell, and joining me here in commentary is also me. we're doing it solo tonight. Tonight we're facing xAdypt and Guy, both very good racers in lower winners quarterfinals. Whoever wins here will go on to face Paige. Whoever loses will drop down into the losers bracket and face Lilac Dryad. We are starting here on Aqualaris Classic, a very friendly beginner's course. We often send beginners here to learn about lines and boosting. It's an excellent track, very nice track to warm up. We are currently waiting on both players to ready up. We should be seeing the start here shortly. All right, countdown has been given, so with stream delay, we should be seeing the start here in about 30 seconds. Now, we can expect to see a Ben mirror in this situation because Ben is the fastest racer on this course thanks to his high boost thrust. Between these two racers, we're probably expecting to see a time somewhere in the 236 to maybe 240 range, depending on how clean they race. All right, looks like xAdypt is off. Oh, I apologize. We need to get some audio in here. Oh no! Dip with an early crash! Right before the sluice gates. Oh, that's not good either. That will give Dwight an early lead. And on a race course like this, you can't count on players crashing. There are places for them to die, but I would expect clean racing for both of these racers. Dwight taking things very safe, 53.77 on lap 1 versus 58.92 for xAdypt, thanks to that death. Both of these racers are taking very clean lines. Dwight is not being very aggressive with these corners he's taking. Oh, Dwight taking a bump in the figure eight. That'll cost him some speed. 53.32 for lap 2. 52.28. xAdypt is making up some time from that crash, being much more aggressive with the boosts, much more aggressive with the corners. Up, onto the ramp with Guy. All right, we're going to come up on that last figure eight. That's going to determine a lot of the timing here, just because you need to use a lot of boost during that tricky section. High heat entering the figure eight, takes a bump, does not boost. A dip does. We have a 239 from Dwyguy, 239.943, and a 243.445 from xAdypt. Dwyguy leads 1-0. All right, we now enter the permaban phase. Each player will take turns banning 2 tracks that will not show up during this match. It's a good time to take out any tracks you think your opponent might be really good at, or that you might be really weak on. xAdypt bans Grabvine Gateway. Sorry, Grabvine Gateway. I promise I can't speak. Dwy comes back by banning Vengeance. xAdypt bans Abyss. Sadly, we will not be seeing the Ballsy Force on Abyss. I keep trying to get that. And Dwy bans Sebulba's Legacy. So that's 2 out of the 3 tracks for qualifiers gone in the permaban phase. xAdypt is banning Bullseye Navoir as a temporary pod ban, which means Dwy gets to ban a temporarily banned track. Each player has 3 force points they can use to enforce skips, track favorite. I wonder where we're going with the bullseye ban. Dwyguy, Temp Bans, and Dobie Mountain Run. It looks like we are going to Baru Coast with Bullseye Band. So there are a number of ways our racers could choose to play this. If you want to be aggressive, it looks like xAdypt has already locked in Ben Quadraneros, who is the fastest pod on this track, but who is a very risky one to take. You need to slam into the walls, and you can't guarantee that you'll survive. If you survive, you'll be the fastest racer. A safer pick, though, would be Mars Woe, who can usually take this track without hitting the walls, but also has a lower boost thrust and therefore is slower on the straightaways. Bullseye would be the safest, but also slowest pick here. Looks like the tourney record on this track is from Ace a few years back, 351.636 with Ben. Dwyguy and xAdypt both have very similar times on this, although with Neva, they both got Dwyguy got 419 and xAdypt got 421. Although that 419 was with 1 death from Dwyguy. Looks like Dwy is going with Neva, who is a much safer pick than Mars, but even slower than Bullseye. Whereas xAdypt is going with Ben, again, risky but fast. Countdown has been given. Oof. A nasty crash from xAdypt in practice. I believe we're seeing the start of the race. Here we are. Oh no! Dwight clips the corner and takes an early death within 20 seconds of restart. That's not good. And because of that, what's even worse, he can't get the boost across the canyon gap. xAdypt has a major lead by now. Yeah, almost a 10-second lead into the canyon there. You can really tell this is xAdykt's pick. He is racing very cleanly and very confidently. .121.53 lap 1 from xAdypt. And Dwight continues to trail around 8 seconds behind, 129. xAdypt does not quite get the boost hold across the canyon, has to bounce off the land. Ooh, almost dies on that tree. Scrapes the wall, survives the canyon. He's out. xAdypt continues to pull further and further ahead thanks to Ben's speed. 120 lap 2. Oof! Oh! Dwight takes a second crash right before the finish line. 127.73. Oh no. At this point, Dwight would need xAdypt to crash probably like 3 times to come back from this. At least. Taking a wider line across the chasm there. And xAdypt is clean for the 3rd time, no crash. At this point, there are still places for xAdypt to crash, but it's looking pretty grim for Dwy Guy. no! Crashes right into the column. Rage, look back. He still has the race. He's too close to the finish line for it to matter. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a really clean race with Ben. We see a 4:07.751 from xAdypt. And a 4:23.149 from Dwight Guy. Oh, we have a black screen from xAdypt. Is he? Oh, he's going onto Discord. Okay, he's all tabbed out. Uh-oh. Dwight is temp banning Ben Quadraneros. So either he's trying to force something onto Bulls, or he has something planned on Fire Mountain Rally, probably. xAdypt temp bans Jug Derby. Dwight has decided we're going to Adobe Mountain Run with Ben banned. Oh no. So, in theory, in a straight line, the next fastest pod is going to be Bulls Roar, but you really don't want to do Canyon with Bulls. I would expect to see both of us going with probably Mars in this situation. Although Mars is also super wide, so we might see one of these players going to Elon instead. Elon also has the worst traction, matching Bulls, but oh boy, this is going to be an interesting match. Looks like it is traction for Mars. And Dwight is going Bullseye, which is a much safer pick, but also a much slower one. And just looking at practice, Dwight is not taking these corners very close. Which means there's a lot of improvement to be had. And taking the long boost path that you used with Ben, which, okay, I was going to say, you don't want to do that with Bullseye. It looks like this is not the first time that Dwight has raced here with Bullseye. His time here was a 4:08.410. Countdown has been given. You see Dwight making good use of Bullseye's maneuverability in that canyon. And crashes into 10 shortcut on practice. Dwight takes a bump in that turn, costs him some speed, and lets xAdypt take a lead. Oof. You can tell this is Dwight Guy's pick, xAdypt bumping into the walls in Canyon thanks to Mars' super wide pod. Oof! And crashes in tent! Gets a bad respawn too. Oh no! Oh, that's cost him more than several seconds. It looks like right now xAdypt is around 3 seconds behind Dwight Guy. Dwight Guy not boosting in Canyon? Taking a bump. .120.6 for his second lap. Oh no! And another crash in 10 from xAdypt. Oh no! Dwight looking very polished, very smooth. It looks like right now xAdypt is around 6 seconds behind. He would need multiple crashes from Dwight Guy in that canyon. It's possible, but unlikely. Oof, takes a bonk. Engine 1 is in the orange. Can you bring it home without crashing? With a stylish flame finish even. 410.124 from Dwight. Dwight leads 2-1. And the screen is not reflecting the numbers. That is a problem that I don't know how to solve. There we go. Score is now updated. Fantastic. All right, xAdypt temp bans Bullseye, Dwyguy temp bans Doug Derby again, and xAdypt takes us to Malice Air 100. Bullseye is a throwaway ban in this situation. We'd expect to see both racers using Ben Quadraneros, again, fastest pod on this track. Be on the lookout for this wonderful little hairpin towards the end. That's going to decide this track, and here we have Mikey joining me on commentary. Welcome, Mikey.
Hey. Yeah, I just thought I'd just come in and help, really. I mean, it's kind of...
I do appreciate you hopping on, yes.
Oh, that's all right, you're welcome. I figured anything I can do, you know.
Fantastic.
So it looks like we're racing on stair.
Malice Air 100. Score is currently 2-1 Dwyguy, 1 xAdypt. Although this is currently the fourth race, so the advantage is probably still with xAdypt, just because like it's gonna be his pick unless Dwyguy can break serve. Oop, xAdypt thinking about taking the fast train there, doesn't go for it in practice.
Yeah, it's sort of that classic battle between speed and consistency, really, and I feel like some of the picks are going to favour the other player depending on what characteristics they are.
Yeah. Looks like Dwy is taking it very safe, taking very clean lines, but very long lines. Not using fast terrain, going long around that barrier in the center.
Yeah, I feel like Dwy's strength is his experience in tournaments. I feel like he's more composed in general, more comfortable. xAdypt has made some mistakes that I would consider to be quite uncharacteristic of someone with his skill level.
All right, countdown has been given. Ooh, xAdypt taking some nasty scrapes during practice. I hope that doesn't bode poorly for his race. Get that sync pause in there.
I see we're in the actual race now.
We are on the actual race now, yes. Looks like xAdypt has taken a slight lead there just through lines. Takes the fast terrain. Dwyguy does not.
Yeah, xAdypt being quite aggressive, actually. It's a cheeky little wall ride for that hairpin.
36.59 from lap 1 versus 38.99 from Dwy. That's a 2-second lead just from more aggressive lines. And more aggressive booster use as well.
Yeah, I don't really want to jinx what's going to happen with this race, but...
Oof! That was a nasty bonk from Dwy. He lost a ton of speed on that.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to require from xAdypt for Dwy to win this one, which is
not
always
impossible
possible
with that haircut.
Finishing with slightly low heat, but nothing terrible. Oof, that was very close.
Ooh, into the red.
Yeah, that was good.
A 149.313 from xAdypt versus a 152.936 from Dwy.
That was good from xAdypt. I thought that was much more composed race. He made some decisions that I think stopped him from taking some fatal crashes there.
Score is tied 2-2 with Dwy to choose the next track.
Dwy is a very solid player. I think he'll try and just pick something where he feels very, very comfortable with, and maybe something that xAdypt isn't, where he feels he can just get an advantage through just clean racing.
Dwy temp bans Mars and xAdypt temp bans the Gauntlet. Both players still have 3 force points. Oh no. He's hovering on bumpies and banning racers.
Are we going to see another track favorite force?
No, he's used an additional force point to ban Ben Quadranarrows and Bowls. So with Mars taken out, that means that the fastest racer in theory here is going to be Aldar Beto. It's like in theory, yes, but it's going to be difficult. Okay, xAdypt is going with Aldar.
I think if Dwy is prepared this, it's probably a good pick.
Well, you know me, Aldar is my favorite favorite racer. I'm always happy to see my blue boy in tournament.
Aldar is a good pod. He was always one of my favorites as a kid when I used to play the game. Yeah, Aldar's a very fast but slidey type of pod.
Yes, he's very fast but very difficult to control. That low traction doesn't help him.
I think if you have the skill to manage it, lower traction is probably better. But yeah, as you say, it is difficult, particularly in tournament.
Mm-hmm. Dwy guy going with Bullseye, the safer pick. Whereas xAdypt goes with Aldar, the fastest but riskier one.
Yeah, it seems a slightly strange decision for me. I feel that if Dwy was going to pick this, he should probably feel comfortable going with Aldar for this track. Bullseye is safer, but it seems like just such a slow pod by comparison, particularly if you're not boosting all that much.
Yeah. Or taking the corners very tightly, which Dwy guy doesn't look like he is. He's taking the corners very wide, being very safe. I hope he doesn't regret that in the long run.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agree with this decision from Dwy to use this pod.
I mean, at least use like some like Mahonic or like Elon. It's like you have space on this track. Countdown has been given.
I mean, xAdypt looks solid enough in warm-ups on this to have a very fair chance of winning this, I think.
No crashes yet on a surprise pick from Dwy. It's like, yeah, I would be... This is going to be an interesting match. are we seeing the start of the match here?
Yeah, we can see how Eldar just takes full advantage there for that first straight, just getting quite a long way ahead. I mean, this twisty section is the section where Bullseye is going to make up time, if anywhere, on this track.
Yeah, and he's not making good use of it. Not using the boost, not taking the corners very tight.
Yeah, they are about the same, but now, again, we've got another long straight, so Aldar's going to pull ahead here.
Yeah, another long stretch with Aldar on low heat. Into the sluice gates, how do they handle it? Both of them clean through it. Oh, taking some nasty bumps in shorter cut, which lets Dwight pull into the lead.
Yeah, Dwight's doing better than I expected at the moment. It's kind of interesting to see that.
Both of them clean through that hairpin. And here we have another stretch of long straightaway for Dip to catch up with. Taking it very wide, though.
I think it's Aldar's boost duration that's probably the more significant factor between these two pods. Because Bullseye has a better cooling rate, but Aldar's boost is a lot longer, and that's quite an important factor.
A Dip ahead by about a second going into lap 2. Let's see how they handle the slaloms.
Yeah, this is a good race so far.
Very interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, Dip's underheating a little bit through some of these sections. I think that's where he's losing some of the time that he perhaps shouldn't be.
True. Taking some corners very wide as well.
I think the shortcut's probably the most difficult bit for a Dips because of Aldar's low traction.
Oof! Oh, and a death! Gets the good respawn, though. And since they were neck and neck up to this point, it's going to be difficult for a Dip to come back from this without Dwight also suffering a death.
Yeah, Dwight is not really a player that crashes very often, actually, I would say.
Nope. 138.89 on lap 2 versus 141 from Adept.
Yeah, I think even with Aldar's speed, I don't know with the death if that's enough that you can make that up in one lap.
With 1 lap to go, I don't think so, no. Through the sluice gates, clean from Dwight.
Adept is picking up time, actually. Yeah, Adept has made up a lot of time in this lap.
Ooh.
Yeah, rough shortcut, but he makes it through.
Yep. They are not quite neck and neck again, but it's still just the arena left.
Yeah, this is a race. I think Dwyer's going to take it. He looks too far ahead. Goodness me.
4:55.918, 4:56.288 by about 0.3 of a second.
That was some race.
That is some race. With one death to have 0.3 of a second a difference. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it seems like xAdypt. It felt like to me like xAdypt suddenly realised how to play with bowls on this track on the last lap. It was just unfortunately just a bit too late. But with Beto rather.
All right. Y Guy leads 3-2. We see a 10th ban of Bullseye Noir from xAdypt. Y Guy bans Doug Derby. Where are we going, xAdypt?
I think the crash was probably the deciding factor in that race.
Absolutely. It's like if it hadn't been for that craze, he would have had an easy victory.
I'm going to leave you for just one moment, Bill, while I just take a quick break. I'll be right back.
All right. Thanks for joining. See you soon. All right. And xAdypt has selected Inferno using one force point to force skips. Don't blink, folks. This is going to be one of the shortest tracks to smash. Oh no. Dwy Guy does not approve. He says, skips. Time for some Mars practice. Looks like tourney record here is 22 seconds from Metallica. I would expect our racers to be more in the range of 35 to 48 seconds, somewhere in that range. Probably closer to 42 or so. Here we see xAdypt taking that hop, skip, and jump. Doesn't get the clean line across. Has to set up again. And also doesn't get the clean launch the second time. Oh, I hope this doesn't bode well. Bode poorly. Even before the race started, xAdypt looking a little tilted. I hope he pulls it together for this.
It looks like Dwight. Is he planning on doing the full track here?
I sure hope not, because it's like if he does, he's basically forfeiting the round. It's like if you were doing the full track, why would you not pick Ben? I mean, I get that Mars is safer and more consistent, but it's still they're doing skips. You can't not do the skip.
Yeah, I feel this is a good pick from xAdypt. I feel like Dwight is more of a full track player. I don't know if he particularly does a lot of skips.
Yeah. Whereas xAdypt, I looked at his record, he has a lot more skips in tourney than Dwy Guy does. boy.
What was the pod ban for this?
The pod ban was Bullseye, which is a good pick against Dwy.
Yeah, perhaps this is just what Dwy is planning on doing then. Maybe he just doesn't want to do the skip and doesn't feel confident enough to play with Ben here.
It's possible, yeah.
Which is
countdown has been given.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's over, but it's not. It's not a good sign for Dwy for this pick.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Dip looks solid enough here. Though I'm not quite sure about that technique, but Dwy guy just
gets the climb. Oof. Neither player looking exactly comfortable here.
Is this the race or still warm up?
I believe so, yeah. Gets the second lap from xAdypt. We're on lap 3.
Damn right engine, but he's just repaired that. That's not going to be significant.
And that's the race.
Wow.
Before Dwy guy even gets one lap finished. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this is the
bother. xAdykt's game has crashed. I don't think we need to check the record to see who came. It wasn't exactly a split-second finish, but we will need to check the video afterwards to figure out what that was. I don't suppose you caught what the number was? It was stuck between 44 or 48 somewhere.
I didn't, sorry.
Rat.
It's a new lap record.
Yeah, this is the thing, unfortunately, with skips, is if you're not prepared on them, there's not really much you can do about it.
I know that feeling, yes.
If the other player's even vaguely competent at it, that could be it. But at least we are getting a good showing of the full track Inferno with Mars Guru by Dwy here.
Not knowing skips cost me both of my matches, yes. Oh, you know. They helped me lose my matches, yes.
We got a post in chat.
244.293 from Dwy.
We have a post in chat saying that xAdykt's got a 49.39.
Thank you.
At least I presume that's the time that's being referred to there.
I would assume so, yeah.
So yeah, it's Dwight's pick. It'll be interesting to see if he goes for something similar to what he did last time, where just a full, straightforward full track with just additional pod bands. He does seem to be a fan of using bullseye on a lot of tracks.
He does, yes.
So maybe it feels like his strategy is to remove all the kind of meta pods and just force his opponent to play with the same pod as him.
Well, they both have 2 force points left, so that could be an option. And although the score is currently tied 3-3, Dwight does have the advantage here. xAdypt needs to break serve if he wants to win this race, win this match.
Mm-hmm.
Dwight, again, banning Ben Quadraneros, forcing xAdypt onto a less meta, less practiced pod.
So maybe he'll go for something longer and more technical then.
Oh no. We're going to Ando Prime Centrum with track favorite. We're seeing some slide, baby.
I think this is the 21st.
It looks like we have one record of not playing a slide before.
Ando Prime Centrum, yes.
Is like they say it in the cutscene. You can't not hear Ando Prime if you race those races.
Slide's quite a good name for this pod, actually, given the low traction he has.
Oh my gosh. xAdypt not looking very comfortable with this. It's like low traction and high turning, and he's deceptively wide for such a small pod.
Yeah, this pod definitely has a strange feel. If you've never played this pod before, it can be a little bit sort of shell shocking.
Yeah, Dwight looking very comfortable here. Pulls nose down through that pillar, does not crash, thankfully.
Yeah, going through the pillar jump. Yeah, Dwight looks prepared for this.
Countdown has been given. We should see the start here in 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, generally speaking, looking pretty good for Dwight.
Looking very practiced, very comfortable.
I assume this is the start of the race.
Sure looks like.
Yeah,
Both players neck and neck into the hairpin, but Dwight takes a much cleaner line, giving him the lead.
Yeah, Dip lost a little time at the start. She just didn't quite manage to max out the heat before the hairpin, so a couple of underheating there. Slide, I think, had very, very good cooling as well. Which,
yeah, that's an aspect I hadn't considered. Is like, how do you max out the heat on this track with that hairpin?
yeah, that's going to be quite significant. Other factors considered. He also heats up very fast, as we can see. So you have to press the boost button quite a lot of times this pod.
That's true. Dwy guy ahead by about 3/4 of a second going into lap 1. Going into lap 2, you know what I mean.
Yes, we see Dwy's managed to do that on this lap, so yeah, he's just more prepared, I think.
Oh no, but takes a death on the pillar!
Yeah, that pillar, if you're just a bit too low, you'll crash into it. Because the collision is only on the top part of the pillar. I think with the faster pods, you usually get away with it because the extra speed from the ramp kind of propels you into higher position in the air, so it's not usually a problem.
Exactly, yeah.
With slide, it's yeah, you can easily do that.
59.61 on lap 2 versus 103.53 from Dwy. This might be that serve break. Oh no.
Yeah, and that would be something, given what we've already said about this race so far.
All it has to do is keep it together, and no, I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Oof, that's rough. A lot of damage on the left engine.
Oh, that was scary.
That's sensible, though. He's repaired that little bit of damage, and that was a good move.
Nail biter a finish, though.
Yeah, Dwy's got more heat, but I don't know if it's going to be enough.
301.62 versus 302.726.
Yeah, that was quite painful for Dwy. He definitely had the pace to win that race. Just unfortunately, just took that death on the pillar.
So unfortunate. Such a heartbreaker.
But yeah, that puts xAdypt at match point. With the pillar jump, yeah, there's many sections where in this game things do or don't have collision, and in this case, only the kind of lower part of the pillar has collision. So the basic strategy is just to essentially jump high enough so you can go through it without colliding into anything.
Yeah. If you jump high enough, you can just go straight through and get a nice clean line straight to the next corner. Oh, but with Sly's lower speed.
But yeah, Dwy needs to basically pull out some good picks now to win this. He can't afford to lose another race, otherwise he'll lose this match.
Dwy guy temp ban Mars Guo, and xAdypt responds by using some force points to ban the Gauntlet, Fire Mountain Rally, and the Boonta Classic.
I thought the Gauntlet was a permaban.
Let me scroll up. No, permabans on this one are GVG, Vengeance, Abyss, and Sebulba's Legacy.
Oh, interesting.
But we are going to Sunken City, track favorite as Bullseye. Dwy Guy
is fair.
has to represent the pod.
I do think that sounds like a good pick. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. Dwy Guy has a lot of experience as Bullseye, likes to use him. Oh boy. This might be the end right here. I hope it's not, but... Well, no. What am I saying? If Dwy Guy wins, I would still put Dwy Guy at 4-4.
Yeah, we want to see a race 9 in these matches. Yeah, interesting picks from Dwight. We've seen quite a lot of track favourite forces, which has only been included in this year's tournaments so far.
I do like it as a skip. It's entertaining. It's something you can prepare and almost guarantee your opponent won't have prepared. Plus, it's just entertaining to see people figuring things out live on screen. We have not seen this particular combination in tournament very often. The only time we have on record is 426.687 from Nectar. That would have been what, like 2021, 2020?
Yeah, that would have been a while ago, I think. Probably, maybe even 2019.
Countdown has been given.
Yeah, Dip's looking a little bit less comfortable with Bullseye's fast steering and twitchiness, really. I don't see him playing this pod. This looks like it could be the start of the race.
I believe so, yes. Already we're seeing a slight divergence in lines. The dip is going much closer to the corners there. Being more aggressive, whereas Dwy is playing it more safely.
Yeah, Dipt is definitely the more aggressive player out of the two.
Oh no! Flips the corner in the shorter cut.
Yeah, you can't get away with hitting many things with Bullseye's pod before you end up having one of your engines explode on you.
And with Dwy playing this safe, xAdypt can't count on him crashing.
No, he needs to make it up with speed, which is going to be difficult, I think, with this pod.
Yeah. Ooh, close to the corner there for xAdypt. Doesn't bonk, but it looked like it. Oh!
Oof. He was lucky there. Very close.
Figure eight too. I see that Dwy has brought along a companion racer, while xAdypt has not. Oof! Oh,
Ooh.
xAdypt death in the shorter cut.
Yeah, it's a poor decision from Dwight there, actually. He should have gone the longer way. He's gone the extra long way. That's actually allowed xAdypt to pull ahead. That was a pretty terrible mistake. Yeah, just that one decision has just turned the tables here.
Well, to be fair, Dwight guy doesn't know that xAdypt has crashed, so I think it makes sense to go for shorter cut.
Yeah, but this could be the match, unless xAdypt takes a crash now.
It'll be the match, yeah.
Yeah, just last corner. Oof.
xAdypt playing so aggressive. Holy.
Somehow I thought they were on lap 3. I don't quite know how I managed to. Well, we'll see what happens in this final shortcut section. That seems to be the section where they're making the mistakes.
Oh yeah. Even if xAdypt takes a death here, and he doesn't, he's clean.
Very sad.
He's nearly 2 sections ahead of Dwight guy right now.
Yeah, he was really cautious through that section, actually. Yeah, looking pretty grim for Dwight though now. xAdYpt's just looking with every lap like they're just getting just that bit more comfortable with the pod.
Mm-hmm. Here we are into lap 3 figure 8. xAdypt making good use of the boost. Does not crash on the way out.
Very nice finish.
Very nice finish. GG's everyone. 426, 106 or 196?
Looks like
196, okay.
196, yeah. Yeah.
And with a score of 5-3, xAdypt has taken this match and will advance to face Page, where Dwight guy will get knocked down to loser bracket to face Lilac. Hello, Dwight. It says 2 minutes and he'll be in. Just needs to transfer it to a phone real quick.
Hopefully that was a fun match to watch.
Oh, that was amazing, yes.
Some interesting picks there as well. A lot of track favorite picks. Always good to see.
Yeah, I wanted to mix it up a little.
So how do you feel about your match and your performance just before xAdypt gets in here? Just how did it feel for you? How do you feel it went? Obviously, I know that you're not going to be happy about the fact you haven't won the match. I just wondered generally how you felt about your performance.
I think it was generally okay. About as good as I can expect, because given I didn't practice as much this week. But it was overall decent.
And welcome.
Welcome.
Hello.
Congratulations.
First off, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
And let me just say, those were that was some incredible racing from both of you, and that came down to crashes most often. It's like
I can see that.
slide in Ando Prime and Bullseye in Sunken City in particular. The bad respawns on that pillar just decided both of those races.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I felt like it was pretty evenly matched. Dwight's really good, so I wasn't actually expecting to win, but GG.
GG, you have some good times out there, so you must be pretty solid.
Yeah, it was definitely a competitive match. And yeah, it looked a bit like on your end, you didn't look like you were very comfortable with Bullseye. I felt like with some of your setups, it felt to me like you were a little bit unexpected was what was happening. But after a few laps, it looked like you were sort of getting a feel for what to do, and like just generally got more confident as the match went on.
Yeah, I didn't want to. So I turned, there's a sensitivity setting in the game, and I turn it up, like 75% of the way. So when I play with Bullseye, it's like really, really snappy, and I didn't want to change my sensitivity because I'm so used to it. But yeah, Bullseye, definitely one of my least favorite pods.
I mean, the opposite. I like Bullseye. Oh, you kept banning, I imagine.
Yeah, I know that you're a Bullseye main, so I kept banning him just to try to get the edge.
That was a good strategy.
That was my only strategy, other than go fast and don't die, which I didn't manage to do.
Everyone dies. It's so hard not to, unless you're someone like Mikey here.
Right, Mikey.
I will say that I gotta say that Bumpy's Breakers track, incredible race. It's incredibly close, even with Dwy on Bullseye and xAdypt on Aldar. That was an incredible race. Came down to one crash, and even then, xAdypt, you had pulled back to within like 0.3 of a second with the death. That was an incredible race.
Yeah, that must have been very fun to watch.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah,
so
that was
nice.
super fun. I love Bumpy's Breakers. That's like one of my favorite tracks.
What was the first track you played on?
The first
AQC.
track was AQC.
Oh yeah, did you have a bonk in there that?
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
had a
I
very
had.
straight death there. I remember.
Yeah, I tilted going down to the doors, and I just like flew into the wall. It was.
Oh,
I got a little angry.
Yeah. So yeah, when you tilt it, it changes the amount of steering you can use. I take it that's sort of what the problem you had, and you basically couldn't control it at that point.
Yeah, I tilted, and I was like, oh crap, and then oversteered, and I rode the little tiny section. I don't even know how to describe it. It's right before the door tunnel entrance, and I just smacked right into the wall. It was brutal.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Unfortunate.
very steep ramp, and it was enough to sort of push you into the air. Yeah.
It would have been pretty close without the death.
It would have been, yes.
Well, congrats.
What a match.
xAdypt. I'll wish you the best of luck in the winners finals, right?
Yep. Against Paige, and then Dwy, you get to face off against Lilac, and then probably against Nock if you win that race.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely a good achievement beating Dwy. I mean, he's a very solid, experienced player with it's just some good all-round race. So yeah, it was good to do that. I mean, I think your Infernal pick really caught him out. He just seemed to be just unprepared for that one. But yeah, just in general, it was a good match.
Incredible match, yeah. What a match.
All right, thank you for commenting, guys. I'm gonna go for lunch.
Yeah. And thank you, Mikey, for joining mid-match. I really appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. Good to be here.
Yeah, that was clutch.
All right. Do we have any other things you want to comment on?
Just good luck in
If
your next
not-
match.
Yeah, exactly. Good
Yeah,
luck
just-
to both of you.
Yeah, just want to say thanks to you guys for commentating. Thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting it, and thank you, Dwight, for a friggin' awesome race. Got my heart pounding. That was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right. Thank you both for playing. Thank you, everyone in chat, for watching. Do we have a next match scheduled? I don't think we do yet, unfortunately, or else I'd tell you when to go.
Oh, you're welcome.
But for now, thank you, and may the
Good to
fourth
be
be with
here.
you all.
Yeah, that was clutch.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Do you have any other things you want to comment on?
Just good luck in
If
your next
not-
match.
Yeah, exactly. Good
Yeah,
luck
just-
to both of you.
Yeah, just want to say thanks to you guys for commentating. Thanks to SpeedGaming for hosting it, and thank you, Dwight, for a friggin' awesome race. Got my heart pounding. That was fun.
All right. Thank you both for playing. Thank you, everyone in chat, for watching. Do we have a next match scheduled? I don't think we do yet,